Yeah, just tell her what you must do. Just chill.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Nyeletis Ketana bringing you all things faith. So this is the second episode of My Jesus Story. If you still don't know what My Jesus Story is, please go watch that introduction video because it's too late now for you to not know what My Jesus Story is, okay? So anyways, welcome to the second episode of My Jesus Story, and as you can see today, I do have a guest with me, a good friend of mine, and I will just let him introduce himself, tell us a little bit about yourself, what you're about, what you're doing here, you know?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Greetings. It's an honor to be here. You know what I mean? Very grateful. My name is Motheo. I am Letty's mentor, if you may.
We don't lie on this channel, we don't promote lies.
Pillar of strength. I don't know. Good friend, I'm assuming. I'm a good friend. Good friend. I already said my name. I'm not gonna disclose age.
No.
I'm 20.
You're 20.
I'm 20. I
Yeah.
am studying finance, also fourth year honors basically, and I am in love with Jesus. Amen. Amen.
Okay, that's good. In love with Jesus. We're off to a great start because we know that he is indeed in love with Jesus. Thank you so much for honoring us with your presence, and we cannot wait to hear your story and how you got to this point. So let's get into the video. What is makeup? It's okay.
That would be nice.
Powder?
And no concealer.
Okay. Okay, Motheo, please just tell us a little bit about your background growing up, church background essentially, how you grew up, what kind of home you grew up in, and yeah.
I grew up in a Catholic household and with a very prayerful and strong mother that I basically follow around in church. She's dragged me around. And yeah, man, Jesus always in my life. There's always a thing that was rooted in me to like be rooted in prayer. Despite not really reading the Bible or whatever, one thing I always carried with me was prayer. So that was my background.
And how was like your relationship with God back then? Because you say your mom dragged you to church.
My relationship with God was really through my mother, you know, because I attached it to, because I was going to church with my mother. I wasn't going to church. But given I was like, what? Young, like 12, 10, you know what I mean? So I was just building good habits, I guess. That helped me build good habits. Because like once I made the decision to like follow God, it was easier because of the good habits.
You had that foundation going. No, okay, that's good. So I know you were in Botswana, grew up, and then you moved to South Africa, where you were not with your family anymore. How did that then affect your relationship with God and going to church that much, I guess?
I don't know if it did. Like during the time where I moved away from home, I guess a lot of things changed. Like I'm really finding myself, but not in a place where I'm comfortable, not with people I know. So it's really just a lot of prayer and trying to fight the battles that I was facing, personal battles like image and who I'm becoming. And prayer was really something that like guided me through, but never really seeking anything more than just prayer. Literally just praying and hoping that the things I'm doing will lead me to a fulfilling path.
And how has it been away from home? Like apart from prayer life?
Hey, it depends when. The first year, but I went to a all boys boarding school, and personally that was like kind of rough. You know, I was a mama's boy. One day one me, I love bomba.
Bomba as a man?
As a man, you must love bomba. But man, it was challenging. It was rough, and I thought like it was cool for my mother. I thought like she could handle it, but after having a conversation with her this year even, she told me about how much like strength she needed to like channel in order to like push me out, because she knew that if she just kept me under her wing, that it was gonna get harder and harder for her to release me into the bullshit. So she was like, she just pushed me into the darkness and challenges of the world for me to burn and endure and find myself. So I think that's really what I did, you know. It wasn't fun seeing people have such a connection with their parents and I just lose it then, you know, because I've been away from home for like a minute, you know. And I mean, I go on holidays, but not really, and I really like started finding myself pretty early.
And did that like, I don't know, affect how you perceive God? Because he's like said to this great father, this person that's loving and always there, and you are away from family and all of that. Did that like affect how you saw God at that point? Did you relate to him as a father, or just as this big person that was there and you prayed to?
I don't think it was ever a thing of like a father, you know? It was a thing of he's a creator and he can give me what I want. Should I feel pain, he can fulfill it. Should I feel anything, he can feel me and give me ever-flowing love and kindness. So I never really gave him a role as like a father, you know? Because even being home as a mama's boy, like my father was there, but it was always like my mom who were like not praised, but like, you know, she was the top dog, you know.
Show them Zalani.
You know, she was, you know, so it was like I didn't really like put him as a father, just like he's a provider.
Okay. Okay, great. So then walk us through you finishing high school and then coming to Cape Town.
Me finishing high school, matric, that was fun. That was nice. That's not a common thing, but for me that was fun. For plethora.
Your matric year was fun.
That was fun.
Oh, that's
oh
nice.
my gosh, that was fun. There was a
I
final.
could relate.
It was like the final year of being with like the people I was with for like 4 years since grade 9. So like we really just enjoying the moments because we know like this might be the last. So you know, having fun, and I don't know the love I had that time. Girlfriend, hey, you know what I mean? Like that's when I started getting, you know, nice to look at, you know, that's something, you know. But also if I can like revert it back to God, it's like God wasn't really like a foundation. I knew he was there, I knew he was a provider, I knew I could call to him, but it's more like an insurance thing. Like if things go bad, I know I can go to God, but it's never really something I put myself fully in. But you know, but he still was faithful, man. Like I passed, I got here, and coming here I'm in ECT, and coming to ECT it was like a last minute thing. I was gonna do my A levels. We paid. My boy was going to go buy school uniform, but then like on the drive to get everything, I get the text, "Hey Mona, you've been accepted." So I'm with my cousin. I'm like, this like I'm making a decision in my head, and I have peace. Like a lot of these things that me changing environments, like going from Botswana to South Africa in high school, from primary to high school, didn't make sense. Like I couldn't justify why it made sense, but I had a peace when I was asked, "Do you want to do this?" I was like, "Yeah," you know. So the same thing with this. Like I saw it and it didn't make sense. We already paid. Like can we? But I was like, "Man, there's a peace I'm feeling with this decision." Even though it's far, I was still jollaring a girl and something. You know what I mean? But I was like, in that moment, I was like, this makes sense, you know? No, it doesn't make sense, but I have peace.
You have peace.
I made the decision, and that's how I got you. And yeah.
I like how intentional God is, because he made sure you come here because he knew I was gonna need a friend this side in Cape Town. So he really orchestrated everything for my good. So I just really like how intentional.
You know what I mean? Without me, always the pillar of strength.
So now you finished, I guess first year's done, we go home, lockdown, we're in isolation. What happened then during that year, your relationship with God at that point?
Even at that point, really, it was same vibes. Like same vibes. Just I pray because, you know, I know and like he will help me. But it wasn't something I was actively seeking. A relationship with him was something I was actively seeking.
So what kept you anchored during lockdown? Because a lot happened. There was a lot of uncertainty. You know, a lot of us faced a whole lot of things. But what was one thing that kept you anchored? And
lockdown for me, looking back, that's when I grew closer to my sister. This is important because of what happens later on. But like I usually when I go to Botswana, I usually just go to live with my dad. But then I was like, I don't know. He encouraged me to just stay with her. Then like for like a month I was just with my sister and her husband, and we were bonding, you know, sure arguing, but just learning each other because we hadn't really lived together for like a long time, but at least for that I can remember. So I think that really helped build like something, like a foundation for our relationship. But like with God, as I said, man, like he was really just there, you know, even despite the uncertainty and whatever, I knew that man, like there's something more to all of this, you know, just a good prayer. Everything was really chaotic but manageable. Okay,
so then now you are like fully committed, you're serving your church. This is me saying from outside. But you tell us what led to this moment. Tell us where you are right now, and then tell us what led to this moment.
What led to this moment? Where am I right now? Right now I am living through the purpose of serving beyond myself, you know, serving others and building God's kingdom, right? What got me to this point is Should I say the whole thing? Because it's
Yeah,
it's
like
not just
what? Yeah.
Oh wait, wait. So as I said, like my relationship with God was really not nothing like I'm seeking you, I'm looking for you, like I'm searching for something. It was really like I know you're there, and I know you can give me stuff. I know you can give me and fill all the hurt that I may feel, so I'll come to you. But there came a point where, like, I use this analogy a lot to describe that, but I was at one side of the road, and across that road, the other side was where I wanted to be. So I was like, I could just walk, but I can't. Everything I've done before is not working for me now, you know? I want something more. Like, I want to walk with purpose. Like, I don't want to just walk senselessly, you know? Like, it becomes difficult to wake up. It becomes difficult to do anything when you're not rooted in why you're doing something. And that point in my life, I was like, I don't know why I'm doing this. I have beliefs, but I'm not really challenging them. I'm not really living with the beliefs I hold. You know? So then, but I was still going to church, like Catholic church, but I just felt like, nah, man. I think let me try seek God a little bit more. You know, let me try really, because I believe in Him. I believe in that He died for our sins. You know, my Lord and Savior.
He sure did.
He sure did. You know, but I was like, damn, that's why I'm leaving it. Surely, like, He wants something more for me. You know. So then, she was inviting me to church, like, for 2 times. I told her, sis, brand alignment, you missed it, sis. That's not me. That's not. Because it's not a Catholic church. What type of church is it again?
Seriously.
It's definitely not
charismatic type style.
it's definitely not a Catholic church.
Yeah.
Definitely not a Catholic church. So I was like, this is me. This is what I'm used to. But I don't know, man. Comfort doesn't really breed any growth. You know?
That's true.
So yeah, comfort definitely. Because then one Sunday I was like, let me join you. I went and the music loud. Couldn't get rock. Like it
was really rock music.
I'm used to like psalms, like organ.
You feel like,
you know what I mean? Like something calm. Then out here we're rocking, they're jumping. People are sweating and they're jumping, and I'm like, is this club? Eh?
Jesus club on.
Yeah, that Motheo, did he consent to this jumping around? But hey, anyway, and I told her that because one thing, I'm very transparent.
Yeah.
I don't, you know. So I told her, something right. But then I went again. Ne? But I don't know, I just put myself in there. But the reason I went wasn't for like church per se, because I was going to church, but I was really looking for something to push me further than where I was. And I knew I couldn't do it on my own accord, you know? So I needed a community. So one day again, yeah, okay, it's church, you know what I mean? Uncomfortable, but it's church. But I felt like, hey. And I didn't want to just dismiss it because I felt uncomfortable. I was like, actually, let me continue seeking. Then I got a call from, this is what, last year though?
Yeah,
last year, let's say May.
Yeah.
May, whatever. I got a call from, should I say pastor? What should I say?
Yeah, student pastor.
I got a call from a student pastor. He calls me, and keep in mind this point, I'm very curious. I'm seeking now, you know, because I'm at this side of the road. I'm like, I really want to cross. I really want to move for myself. I really want to build something, because I'm not fine with just being okay, just getting by, you know. So he gives me a call. He's speaking to me, and man, this chat is going in. Like, I'm asking questions, and he's answering me. He's giving me answers, and like we just engage. I'm like, yes, okay, no, but I feel like there's growth here, you know. So go to home cell. I was like, we reading the Bible? And I can speak about what I just. No, definitely. The one thing about me, if there's a platform to speak,
you will speak.
So like we spoke, and I just felt like, wow, I feel like there's momentum I'm gaining from this, you know. But as I make that decision to seek God, everyone told me, like, even when I got saved by the way. Anyway, even when I got saved, everyone told me that at this point, this is the way God tests you, because He's really checking your foundations. Like, are you doing this just because Letty invited you? Or are you doing this because you're really seeking me? So what is it? May, June, bed. Then we go home holidays. Actually, that holiday I didn't want to go home. Funny enough, I don't think I told this. I didn't want to go home. I just really wanted to chill. But God said, for this month, I shall take away your finances. I bet you, and you'll be broke. Okay? That's what happened. I bet you I was broke. So I was like, I can't stay here. I'm not gonna eat. So I went home, and that holiday, I was with my family. Like, it was joyful, you know. I spent time with my father, and that's important because later in that month, that's when that month? Later in the next month. Yeah. My father got sick.
In July.
In July, my father got sick. And I was like, he's not usually someone that gets sick. Like, it's a cough. And he also just played it off. Like, it's cool. And you're like, it's cool. But it's just, it started getting worse and worse. Like, something, right? Then he took him to the doctor, but it just kept getting worse and worse. And unfortunately, like in August, that's when I lost my father. Then, at that moment, like, and I also got COVID and I was in Cape Town. So I couldn't go back home. You know? So it was like, Zoom funeral. Can you imagine? Anyway, Zoom funeral. But at that moment, like when I got the call and like I was at the testing area to test for COVID and I'm getting a call from a priest saying my father has passed and I'm here. And I'm like, if this doesn't work, what the hell am I gonna do? I've tested positive and I went to isolate. Then like I'm in this room and like I'm confused, like I'm like, what the hell is happening? Like it hurts, but like in that moment too, I just feel power. I feel strength. I feel like, nah man, it doesn't make sense, but I'm feeling powerful. I don't know why. I still can't explain why. But you know, man, I prayed so hard that day, man. I was like, yo, I know this. I don't know if I said like I don't know if if the devil's trying to take this momentum away from me, but I'm gonna seek you more. I'm gonna come to you because I can only go through this with you because I'm here alone. No one is there to hug me. I'm not a hugger, but in that moment, it's like, I need someone to hold me. Mother's not there to comfort me, you know what I mean? So many people are calling me and like, I'm balancing calls and school is there and I'm like, I'm not doing that, you know? So like, I just keep praying. I'm like, this is gonna get messy, but God, I know you're gonna carry me through this. And since then, like, since losing my father and feeling like I really can't do this by my own strength, I can only do this through you. Like, really, from then I just started opening up. Opening up means that now you see insecurities. Now you see where you've been holding grudges, where you've been hiding from this pain, and he comes and breaks you down. Like he tests you, he checks. Like, what do you believe? Am I the foundation of your life?
Yeah.
Do you have this insecurity? You have this. Some things won't change. You know what I mean? But I'm like extreme now. But some things, this is you. To accept you for you. You know what I mean? For King, 1 Corinthians 13:12. The one hearing, like we see in the mirror dimly, but I only see in part. But I will be known. I will know as you know me. Something like that. You know what I mean? So like,
look at you quoting scripture and all of that.
I'm just that guy, you know? But it's like I was like, I don't know, man, but I know I need you. I know I can do this. You know, there's no understanding that can bring justification to what's just happened in my life. Just kept seeking, go home, you know? Just go through all the grieving and praying. Then I get back and it's like, I need to finish this academic year. I'm getting back many a week later. I like need to finish the academic year, need to pass. But showering is a mission. Eating is a mission. Like there's nothing in me to do anything. And I'm like, how am I gonna study? Like it was a really like anxious time in my life. Like I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna get through this, and I really don't want to fail. No, because I'm a student, so it's like really hard to see beyond that. You know, you see like the only way to be successful is to pass. You know, so I'm like, how am I gonna do this, Lord? Man, just help me. And I'm already going through so much, you know. So I'm just praying, and I get to a point where I'm like, yeah, man, I'm feeling this power. You know what I mean? One way or another, I'm gonna make through. You know. So I passed like all my modules but one. You know how, I don't know, but I was like, that's fully God.
Yeah, fully.
But during all that, like it took a lot of strength just to even shower. Like the strength I was building, I don't know. It took a lot of.
Can I please distract part in a little bit? So when you say you passed all your modules but one, it's all God. How were you able to see God fully if there's that one thing that you didn't pass?
That's actually interesting.
Yeah.
I saw God because I wasn't supposed to pass any, given the work I put in. I wasn't supposed to pass any. The fact that I passed like clearly I passed them. Not like I clearly passed, you know?
Yeah.
But with that one, it was like, damn. And funny enough, it's the one I enjoy. You know, it's the difficult one, but the one I enjoy.
That you like the most.
That I like the most.
Yeah.
But like looking this year, like I don't know, like, it's the first time I'm actually looking into this work. I'm like, oh, this is interesting. You know, because I was even talking to her about like career choices. And I was like, where am I going from here? Then like this one I feel is like the one I'm like, damn, I might be, you know? But I still go through it because there are times where I just went to that test. I just looked at the notes, I didn't study. I tried, nothing was coming in, you know? And I just passed. I was like, oh, okay. Not because I didn't do no lectures, because I wasn't there. You know what I mean? I just went and I passed. So that's how I saw like, nah, you're really pulling through for me.
Okay.
Yeah. So in that period of grief and pain and building strength, that's when I chose to serve. Because even when I felt low, there are little wins that came. The little moments where I started to feel joy again. I was like, damn, I'm feeling this hope. And you're serving me, not even serving me, but you're filling me so much grace and blessings. I have a duty to serve you. So let me take on this duty. Let me come closer to you. I want more of you. I want you to open me up, build my capacity. I know you're doing it through breaking me down.
So, and you've seen more of God since then, up until now. And now you have like, I don't know, a relationship with God compared to like back then, because you said you were good, you had good habits, but it was based on yourself. And now you just have someone. Like, how do you see God right now? What is God to you? How do you perceive?
Right now, God compared to where I was is no longer just like an insurance thing. Because He's like what I base my life on. All the decisions I make is because I know Jesus died for my sins and I have the grace of God. All the things I have is because of the grace of God. You know? So I used to have a lot of like insecurities about who I was and like, was it not being enough, whatever. And through God, it's like it shows me that you may have these things that you see and you may not like, but I built you for a purpose, you know. And through the Holy Spirit that gives you power, Acts 1:8, I will quote that till I die. You will walk into any room. I can walk into any room, and I don't care if, with humility, of course, you know, because I never know everything, but I can do my labor. He shall provide.
Okay, that's awesome. So having like the importance of community, what would you say? Because you went through quite a rough period when you started going to church. What did having a Christian community do for you at that point and up until this point?
What it did for me was my spirit was eager to seek for God. It was longing for a fire, for something, just for substance, to work with purpose and have reason for why I'm doing things. But my soul, which is like influenced by like my habits and what I surround myself by, needed to be conducive for my spirit to keep on burning. So I think what a community did was help me like let go. Like I no longer have time to just sit down and think about, you know, how I can waste this time now. You know what I mean? What unproductive things I can feed my soul to make me long for things I'm trying to let go of. You know? So I think what it did was just give me a consistent reminder of God's presence, because just staying in His presence, being reminded of His love and seeing what it's doing to other people, and also serving, also like working beyond my own needs. You know, sometimes I'm not in a good mood. I was definitely going through. I lost my father. I was going through some stuff, but serving, I was like, I have my challenges, but every time I did something for someone else, it was like I don't even think about me now. It's like, oh damn, how can I do more? You know. So.
And how has getting closer to God like changed or affected the way, I don't know, you view life, you view people? Because now you're like serving His people. You want to bring people closer to God. Like that. How did that help you view people and see life? And
one main thing it was about, it's not everything was about me. You know, like the serving thing about looking beyond yourself. Like now when I interact, it's like I have this joy and this love I cannot describe, but I'm just portraying so much. I'm speaking to so many people. I'm just reaching out. Even times where I'm like, dude, I'm tired, but all of a sudden when I'm speaking to someone, it's like, hey, this love I'm giving off. There's a fountain. There's a flow, everlasting flow of love. You know, I don't get tired. I just do it. I think it gave me hope. What God has given me is hope, you know? Because throughout all this chaos, you stop dreaming, man. You really just start taking it one meal at a time, really. And you're already anxious because you're skipping meals. Like, am I gonna shut down now, you know? But what it gave me is hope. Like, despite all the turmoil, despite all the failures, even the successes, like, you let that, you know, you celebrate the joy, but you don't let it make you delusional. Then you experience the failures, you don't let them define you, you know? So even through that, it's like, damn, you're giving me so much hope and contentment, and each day I'm finding joy. and have love to give off.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
it's like I can't just keep it to myself. Like fully, like I can sit down next to someone and I can't shut up. Like I all of a sudden start speaking to, even if I didn't get about Jesus, but I'm speaking to someone about something, you know. And I don't know. It's like it gave me so much hope, so much purpose to live. That once you feel that it's contagious, you just can't keep it to yourself.
That's so good. Thank you so much for sharing your story. Very inspiring. I'm sitting here listening to your story, and I know it because I've like been your friend the whole time, and I'm a fan. Please, but I've kind of like walked with you through everything, and I've seen how you've grown through everything. But sitting here and hearing you say it is really like inspiring, and I'm like, you know what, man. Wow, you've actually come a long way, and I'm so glad to have been a part of it, and I'm inspired to even push myself even further beyond where I am today. So thank you so much for just really sharing and opening up and digging, deep and just imparting the wisdom. What's like one, I don't know, like advice that you would give to a young man out there who's also just like seeking?
Definitely. I have one thing about you, I have advice. Anyway, advice I would give is lean more into yourself. Like trust yourself. Trust what God has made. Because I don't know, man. There's a lot of things being thrown at you on how you should be, how you should act. But if you look to the Word and not to what the Word is saying you should be, that's where you find your peace. If you're trying to be an daughter and you say daughters don't cry, and daughters don't wear socks and sandals. You know what I mean? Like, but in your heart, that's who you are.
That. Yeah.
Then you're never gonna find peace. Man, you look into the Bible and see who God's called you to be. And one thing, like one Bible verse I want to leave is that one, Job 22:28. If you declare it, He will establish it for you. So you can want so much for yourself, but like you need to say it. Like this is happening. Manifestation. You have this insecurity. You say, God, I declare that you shall extinguish and I shall work towards fighting this, and you will establish it.
That is so good. Thank you for that. But I hope you guys take the advice and apply it to your personal life. But honestly, Motheo, thank you so much for coming on and for sharing your story. And I'm personally inspired, and I really hope that you guys are also very inspired. Thank you so much for watching this video up until this far. Next week we'll be back with another guest, also a good friend of mine. Yes, I'm bringing good friends of mine on here, and I'm so excited also for you to hear her story, because next week we're having a woman on the channel. So yeah, please like, comment and subscribe. And tell your friends, tell their cats and dogs that this side we're making Jesus known one story at a time. So thank you so much, guys, and see you in the next